It is time for those of you in the Muslim world to stop fighting among yourselves, you Shiites and Sunnis, and also time to stop regarding the Christians, and even more specifically, the Jews, as your enemies. Muslims, reach across the sectarian divide. Shiites, find a Sunni pen pal. Communicate with someone on the other side. Sunnis, do the same. And then, maybe, reach out, tentatively, to a Christian, or even, heaven forbid, a Jew.
Okay, let's get things straight. Number one, the bickering and hate you're referring to accounts for an incredibly small percentage of all Muslims. Number two, newsflash, it was actually the West that caused this hate and division between us when they realised how little power they had when the Muslims were unified. If you don't believe me, have a look at this RAND report, which was pushed out by the US government, strategizing how to cause conflict between the Muslims to divide them. And you'll see that the strategies in this document are being implemented by the West to this day. Having said that, not only did your video make it seem like all the Muslims bicker, but your vile, condescending tone made it seem like the Muslims were the root of all problems in the world and that no other problems exist outside the Muslim world. Do I need to remind you of the division and bloodshed that happened in the name of Christ, Peterson? Do I need to remind you of the atrocities happening in our countries right now as we speak because of the West? But you want to sit back, point fingers at the Muslims as if you're on some sort of high horse. Ask yourself, how about the peace treaties that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, implemented with the Jews? Does that sound like hate? How about the time before the West collapsed our Islamic civilization, where the Christians, yes, the Christians, decided to fight alongside the Muslims because of the benefits and perks they enjoyed under Islamic rulership? Isn't it crystal clear who the real peacemakers are, Peterson? And finally, for an intellectual of your caliber, your video was malicious and incredibly ignorant. And all due respect, I'd rather learn how to achieve world peace from the creator of the world rather than a clinical psychologist that has failed to do his research on the subject matter.